Welcome back, awesome Action Toy fans and subscribers. Yes, it is Annex 2179 time again, one of my favourite 1/18 scale toy lines. It is September and we are Sunday the 16th. Okay, so just knock that. We've got both of the E-11s here, so they're both E-11A. We've got the Junk Heap version and we've got the standard version, which is like a blank, really cool sort of a Android, cybernetic sort of looking figures. Very cool looking. Back, the sides are the sort of the same, just says the Junk Heap. Back it shows the Junk Heap version gets A, B, or C. Will be shipped randomly. So I could have had, I might have 2 katanas, 2 pistols, or an electric prod and a pistol ×1. I'm not really fussed on which. I mean, any would be nice. And they come with 1 set of hands as well. Very, very cool. I'm going to unbox them, set them up. If you like sort of content, please consider joining the Patreon. It's free for 7 days. You can cancel anytime in 7 days. It will not charge you a penny. Link in the top right of the screen now. I'll be back in an instant with these Android setups. Stay tuned. Back in an instant. And here they both are. This is going to sound like a very right up their statement, but these are approaching action figure perfection for 1/18 scale. Well, in terms of articulation, they've really smashed it out of the park. I mean, look, how many 1/18 scale figures can cross their hands either side of their face quite easily? And look at this one, her hand is on the other side of her cheek. That is really quite impressive. They look good. Now, I will say that the joints are stiff out of the box. You may want to heat treat them with some hot water. Some people like to use a hairdryer, I like to use hot water. But they also appear to be quite sturdy joints. But either way, it's better to be safe than sorry. They look great. So accessories, they both come with open hands like this, opposite standard. Look at those in a second. And they come with gripping hands left and right as well. Very easy to swap out. There's my autofocus not focusing. Just by pulling and replacing. Now these are, you see the right is gun articulation and the left is wave articulation, and that appears to be opposite or the same, but I've got now. We'll look in a moment. In fact, I'll know in a second because I swapped the junkyard version on the left, the blue, and I swapped her hands around already. So her right is wave, so her left I think might be gun or wave. We'll see soon. Where is my autofocus today? There we go. The other arm is here, and you can see that I got the katana version. Got the long katana there. I then swapped the other hand. Here's the short katana. Nice. That I'm not really a fan of translucent sort of plastics and figures, but this one does look great. And that sort of a two-tone really worked quite nicely. I do like that a lot. Let's get a close look at the figures. So we start with the standard version first of all. We can see that we have 2 wave articulation hands. We'll look at articulation a bit later. Nice features, nice look. The arms seem to be a great length as well, getting right down to just above the knee, which is about right for proportions. It feels almost like she should have come with feet as opposed to shoed feet because of the sort of flesh tone. And the back, but it's quite a good tone because you don't have to really colour some of the joints you see, like the back of the legs here. Back looks pretty good too. There is a bit of space you can see for the joint there, which is a bit of a shame, but also that aids articulation. So, it's a better thing to have, I guess, more articulation than covering that hole. If we look at the face, nice eyes. This is right up there. There have been better female ones we've seen. There's a couple from Joy Toys. Some of the Planet Green Valley ones have been slightly better, but this is really right up there. It's a good looking face, nice looking figure. And let's look at the junkyard version. She's got that long katana here. Let's get her core. These appear to be on ratchets, the elbows. Let's get a look. Is that the same face sculpted, different colouring? It appears to be. Yeah, same hair, same face sculpt. It also appears that maybe the hair can be taken off. Since you can see colouring underneath there, but I don't want to risk that on my new figure. It's a possibility, so it looks pretty cool. I prefer this translucent plastic over the chest and the waist. Makes it look amazing, and the thighs too. Very good. And then the back, I think they're missing a trick on the back. Some translucent plastic on the back as well would have made that really quite special. Very, very nice indeed. Okay, articulation. I'll use the blank one since you're not holding anything for that. Let's get an idea. Let's get a good distance so we can see. Let's get a nice focus going on. Okay, so you can look left and right. She's got a small side to side. Forwards and backwards is okay. Shoulders, look at that shoulder roll. You can see the joint working there. So you get that shoulder roll, then the shoulder joint can come across too. And if you bend the bicep and bend the hand, she can grip the back of her head almost. Look at that, that's just ridiculous. So good, that articulation. So shoulders, sorry. Shoulder roll, which goes up and down, forwards, backwards. And shoulders go all the way around, and I just pop the ball out of there. There we go. Lateral raise, she's getting, looks like flat or just over flat on both sides. Bicep, there is a bicep swivel. Then bicep itself is just phenomenal. Look at that. My arm's gonna go that flat. Really, really good. Fantastic. And it's not too ugly on the back of the arm. It's quite nice. But when you front is a little bit ugly, but when you bend it, the back it becomes a little bit ugly. But that's the price you pay for this articulation. It looks nicer than a double joint, but a double joint might be better in some instances. Then the hand is a bit too loose on the actual wave. So you'd fear that's going to be a bit too loose in time. Otherwise it can turn and do that. Trunk, very well hidden from the front. You can't really tell that there's a trunk joint there. You can see at the back and see the gap at the back. So backwards opens the back of the front, goes quite far back. Forwards is just a tiny bit forwards. Side to side is decent and can turn from there. Waist can turn both ways. There's a small movement backwards and forwards from the hips there as well. Hips need to improve on the outwards. That's just a sculpting issue mainly. So that's probably the major disappointment. Forwards is good, backwards is good. That's a full split, and her legs aren't splaying outwards. So that is really, really quite impressive. There's a thigh cut for a thigh swivel. There is a double kneecap, which goes very tight. There is a boot turn. There is a tippy toe. There's a dorsiflexation, which is a bit small because of the tongues of the shoes, which is a shame. And then there is a good foot swivel as well. Upper body's fantastic, lower body is pretty good, but that shoulder articulation is just fantastic on these. Great looking figure. Now I wonder how easy it is to pop her head off. I'm asking that. Yeah, let's just try quickly. Get her waist apart. I've got a bit of a damaged hand at the moment, so I'm struggling with gripping stuff. Okay, head is off. I ask why, because a while back I got this custom head, which needs to have some stuff done, but that would work quite well. So it's a slightly different flesh tone. But that, on that, need to make the head fit a bit better because it hasn't got a same size hole. But that on that, I think looks fantastic. Raise up a little bit. That will look really quite special. And it's a much nicer head than paint job than this one here. Very, very nice figures indeed. Let's just pop this head back on. It's just a ball joint. It's not like your barbell joint, so that could be slightly better of a barbell in there, like we see at the Boss Fight Studios and some of the other Acid Rain mod stuff as well, and some of the other Annex 2179 stuff. Let's put them back up here. Then let's get a measurement for height. Okay, so they should be around about 10 to 11 cm. Let's have a look. So this one is, yeah, about 10.5. I won't measure that one, they're going to be the same. Very, very cool looking. We'll get an idea of scale. If I get a, what shall I use? Let's use this scroll from Marvel. He was quite big. He was quite big. He's a little bit taller than them, but scales perfectly well. If I use this, use another Marvel? No, let's use a Fortnite. Let's use my custom aim, who I will finish one day. I say one day, there's so little to do with them, just that I need to be a bit more motivated. Again, scale very well with aim as well. Very, very cool looking figures. I like them a lot. I am tempted to get more of each, if I'm honest. I think as a blank that's great, but probably more of the junk one, at least one or two more. Not because of the random guns, because I think it's just a better figure. In fact, that head that I stuck onto this one would look better on her, since there's no flesh colour to match onto. So let me just try and swap that around quickly and have a look, see if it will fit on. Yeah, there we go. And there's my badass there. Need to raise it up slightly, and she'll look fantastic with that head on, I think. Really good figures. Cracking job on that upper body articulation by the boys at Toys Alliance, by Kit. Just popped the head off there. By Kit Lau. Has gone running away. Really, really nice indeed. Let me just grab that head quickly. Okay, head is on. Let's stand them up again and get that focus going. Lovely figures, cracking job. I do like them a lot. Going to go right up there, high up on my recommended list. Two cracking figures indeed. Okay, so awesome. Actually signing out, saying please like, share, subscribe. Check out the Patreon link in the video description below, along with discount codes and links to some of the better sellers who also sell 118 scale, and some specialise in 118 scales as well. You'll find that in the video description and also in the comments section. Okay, until next video, stay happy, keep collecting. Bye bye.